Hi, my name's Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been to my website, please visit jonieswhitelightshealing.com. You'll find out everything you need to know about me and what I do professionally. I see folks in person who are local to North Central New Jersey, and I do Skype and video and phone sessions for those who are not. I used to be a social worker. I didn't believe in any of this. I thought that this was a fake. Around 2003, 4, 5, I became gifted with abilities and there was no turning back. Now I am a professional psychic and medium and healer. You can find me on SoundCloud where I've done scratch demos. I've written and recorded some songs. One day I hope to get a CD together. I've also done some covers too. You could find me on LinkedIn and Twitter. You could find me on Facebook. Please like my Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. And if you'd like to friend, please let me know via Messenger how you found me because I don't friend strangers. There are no timestamps on this video, so if you watch it outside of April 14, 2020, Spirit knows who will be seeing this video. Therefore, it's meant for you. And if something doesn't resonate, I suggest putting it on the shelf because the information provided would resonate probably at a later date. I pull in the highest of Christ-light consciousness, meaning the enlightened ones, the ones who have the highest of wisdom. They would include archangels and angels, ascended masters, departed ones, guides, elementals, star beings, and consciousnesses. So I have no agenda here. I didn't even go in beforehand regarding what this video will be today. I'm going to just bring in spirit and see what messages there are for folks. It might just be general reading and healing for the collective. I don't know. So I'm going to go in and see. I'm going to move my Joanie over aside and bring them in. Here we go. Okay. They say use your talent of reassurance. People need it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to what I've done before, and I'm going to be offering my words of reassurance. Okay. We are in the gray area, and we don't know what will happen the next moment, tomorrow, looking ahead. The world is under quarantine, and there's this thing called a virus, and people are panicked, and people have lost money and jobs. People have lost their lives. People are displaced. They might not be working at their place of work. They might be working remotely. Children are no longer in their school. They're at home. A lot has changed. This is part of a plan, and I'm not going to start sounding conspiracy theory-ish. I'm going to get to the heart, as they say. Everything's divinely ordered. This is a learning planet, and that you are not a victim, and you're a smart cookie, you. And before coming in, you knew what the lay of the land would be. Certain things you put on your path for obstacles and other things you had a feeling might become obstacles. You weren't sure. But the rest is free will choice, an open road for you for decision making. And you hoped before coming in you would learn. Now you knew before being born, before incarnating, that this would happen, that this day would come. You wanted it, you yearned for it, you asked for it. So some of you might say, what the fuck? That can't be. Why would I ask for something this horrid? Because you're a wise soul and because you knew that at this point in Earth's history, we needed to go through a dismantling of the old in order for there to be a rebirth. A lot of what's going on now in our reality is not being told to us because most people would not be able to handle what's going on. Therefore, we're in the dark. So if you embrace that concept that, hey, maybe something else is going on here while I'm inside, while I'm at home, then maybe you could go to the next step. Well, the next step is that there will be something new that will elevate your consciousness, and you'll be brought to a place of understanding at some point, and I believe it will be this year in 2020. And there will be like a reveal, and you will have the opportunity to make decisions about how you wish to perceive it. People might go to a place of disbelief and anger. Other people might rejoice. Because I've been doing a lot of research for many years, I will be in the rejoice camp. And I know that the earth will be flourishing with excitement and newness. I suggest that you consider that any information that might mind boggle you is there to bring you to a choice point of understanding that all is well and that all needs to happen for a very, very good reason. We are not punished. We are not victims. We are strong and brave and powerful. And as a collective, we knew that this needed to happen in order to birth a better earth. If I could have some alliteration there, some rhyming. So for those of you that think that I sound oddly hopeful, where maybe I lived through rose-colored glasses or I drank the Kool-Aid, for those of you that remember that Jim Jones thing, I didn't. This is a spiritual knowing, and this is research from channelings and alternative media. So I'm going to go in and see if there's anything more that Spirit wants for me to do regarding reassurance. Okay. Some of you have cats. Some of you are near cats. Some of you want cats, but there's a cat energy right now that's assisting the felines, the collective of the cat family, the Felidae are assisting right now. The purring is heightened. I see extension of the claws as they stretch. There's some nose activity, a little bit of tail switching. If your pet, if your cat does not want to be touched, don't. If they recoil, honor that. They're working, they're processing a lot of information right now. There's a heightened excitement, and they know it and they feel it. And you are to respect their wishes. They don't want to be touched. And if they give you a hiss, they're saying, don't go near me, I'm busy. Okay? They mean business. If you offer them a way, they do not want it. They're doing something else. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Respect their wishes. They're very busy. Again, heightened sense. They have an understanding. It's very complex. They have their own mantra. It's according to the law of the universe. It's a balancing of energies, and they, as one growl purr, it's come on, we've got this, we can do this, come on, as a collective, that they're joining together. I see like an established wave of sorts, a certain energy that they're putting forth into the community, into Earth, elevating our expression, elevating our acknowledgement, our knowing, our ability to sense and feel. They offer us courage. They're quite excited. So in that collective push, our hairs every now and then might stand on end. We might experience sudden feelings of joy. And it is due to the cat collective, due to the Felidae, F-E-L-I-D-A-E, the feline family. That's important to know. I'm going to go back in and see what else. Follow your diet. So some of you are not eating well. You're eating crumbs. So either you're not eating well, you're not eating enough, or you're eating cake. You got that cake on. It only lasts for a little while, folks, but then your buns are going to start growing. Have a sip of water. The other side's already working on you. You need nourishment. Now, you're using, for those of you who can identify with, you're using the food as succor, S-U-C-C-O-R, as a way to calm your sadness, your discomfort, like a panacea or cure. The food is alleviating your concerns briefly, and then after that, the weight comes on. See what you can do to shift your attention elsewhere. I see that there are birds around you, so if you notice that there are birds, take more of a look-see than normal. Watch the birds. The birds are assisting as well. They are in flight, and they're joining with a whole community of hawks and robins and others around the nation and the world. The birds are here, and they are offering assistance as well. They're lifting a lot of energy up, 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 up. They're shifting. It's almost like the way someone might say, I'll fluff your aura, or a selenite wand to clear your aura, or using a feather to clear your aura. The birds are also assisting in lifting energies from the earth and from us all. Watch what you put in your mouth. It's about the diet now. You've got the food there. A lot of people have stored up. Food isn't your enemy. Food is a friend. It's there for your life, to give you life, to assist, to help create and regenerate cells, but it's not here to harm. So if you feel that you are wishing to die, then that, I guess, is a way out. You eat yourself to death. I don't think that that's why you chose to be born and why you're here right now, is to go via cake. Although they'll probably say that you would have died from the virus, but we would know it was from cake. An Entenmann's death is an ugly death, folks. Trying to get your spirits up. Watch what you put in your mouth. Some people are feeling very light, so I just got helium. And if you're wondering, by the way, when I get something where I come up with these definitions, they'll give me things, and then I have conversations in milliseconds regarding what it could be, and then they show me, and we have conversations, because you can. We all can. And I see the lightness. And there are people that are very, very bright, and they are knowing and they understand. Keep that up. Thank you for doing your work here. Thank you for being of service. We need you. Keep on trucking. Keep on moving the energy through. So if you are moving energy from one place through you and out again, make sure that you clear yourself, cut the cords. What I do is, after a session, after healing, I say, Archangel Michael, please cut the cords of fear and negativity that are draining me of my energy and vitality. Thank you. So you can do that as well. For those of you who are moving energies and assisting with this transmutation and the dismantling into a new earth reality, thank you. And you're doing very well. Going to see what else Spirit wants. The children need you. I've spoken about that before. The children need your attention. So you might be off doing other things. You might be ignoring your kids. So your kids need you. You need to reassure them. So I come in, Spirit wants me to reassure you, and they're reminding you, you need to be there for your children because the children need your hand, they need your arm, they need a hug, they need your words. They need for you to understand how they are feeling. They're processing things from a different perspective. They haven't been in the world as long as you have. Therefore, their viewpoint might be a bit immature. They don't have as much knowledge about cause and effect, about things, about how things run. That's where you come in. Very important to have discussions with these little people. They could be little people from little itsy bitsy ones all the way up through college and young adults. Whatever the case, these are your kids. Ask them how they're doing. My son is 21 and I ask him how he's doing. Hey, how are you doing? How are you managing? We have that open line of communication that even though he's going about his business, I need to know, I need to check in, and people appreciate that. So on a tangent, check in with your friends. Hey, how are you doing? That's what a lot of us are doing. We're checking in. People ask about me and I appreciate it. And I ask them how they're doing and vice versa. So back to the kids, don't ignore them. They are people too, and they might be very, very fearful. I'm going to have a sip of tea. Hang on one sec. That was a gulp. Regarding fear of death, there are quite a number of people that I've heard of, and a lot of them are youngins, young adults, and they're afraid of dying. I'm going to go in. So for you parents that know that your kids fit that category, please talk to them about what came through. You might not know what's going on. You might not be able to foretell the future. I can't. But if you can put your hands on the shoulders of your loved one, or at least emotionally do that, and say, listen, we got to think positively here. We got to get through this. Come on. I got this. I got this. They need to hear that you've got this. If you're in panic mode, if you are on the phone over and over again, or if you're any of that, they watch that, and then that's what they're going to take in. Do you really want to pass that down to your child? And your partner, your family member, your friends. Work on yourself first. Work on getting a grip, your strength. Reality check. Do I have enough food? Do I have toilet paper? Do I have water? Do I have a bed? Do I have a roof? I think you're good, okay? And if you need help, if you need medical or mental help, make a phone call. It's just a phone call away. You're good. Get what you need and ask for assistance if you need it. You're a smart cookie. Remember, they said you're a smart cookie. I'm going to do a healing for all of you, for the ones that are afraid of dying, for the ones that are afraid, for the ones that have difficulty being in the unknown. Gosh darn it. Here we go. There we go. Pulling things out. There's all this grave stuff. You as a collective, there's a lot of death memories, a lot of death and dying triggers here from different lifetimes. Blaming people. You shot me, you motherfucker. You killed me. You assassinated me. You took my son. They're dead. There's so much coming up that's karmic right now. So for those of you that don't understand, there's a lot of talk of people dying. There's a lot of talk about a virus possibly killing you. For those of you that have karma, meaning that in other lifetimes where you are incarnated simultaneously with this incarnation, it's a trigger. That in those other lifetimes, you have some type of a death experience where You go to your passing blaming self or other, or there's some other one that's died and you blame self or other. And when you pass in that lifetime, you incur karma. Bleed through effect from that or those lifetimes into this one. So with this death, eerie, spooky thing going on, it's tripping you up. It's scaring the shit out of you. That's what's going on here. A lot of death trigger energy. That's what we're going to do a healing on. Across time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations. Anyone who's triggered where they're afraid of dying, they're spooked out by this virus thing, and where they're having difficulty with fear and the unknown. Any karma from any other lifetimes that would get you to feel this way today, we ball them all up and you say inside, I forgive myself. Look at you. That was a hard one to swallow, to forgive yourself. There's a lot of self-blame. Holy crumb bun. Holy crumb bun. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness and thank God for these life lessons. Some of you need turquoise. You need that crystal, that stone. And if you don't have turquoise, write the word on a piece of paper and carry it with you, or put it in locations like kitchen counter, night table, dresser, on your dashboard of your car, or post it on your bathroom mirror. You could put it in your wallet or pocketbook. Turquoise, very key. It's fantastic for y'all. Fantastic. Sip water between now and when you go to sleep. It'll help flush negative energies through the physical body. Some of you are hard on yourselves. I want to get this right. I want to do this the right way, whether it was this healing thing or anything for that matter. The perfectionist can go over to the side now. It's too much. For whatever you're dealing with right now, the food, clothing, shelter thing, the perfectionist, it's a little bit too much. So if you can just put him or her over on the side for now and just let yourself be human, that would be really fantastic. The perfectionist, that's for another video, okay? But for those of you that are doing that control issue thing, I got to get this right, it doesn't even compute. It's not working for this type of a situation now, okay? Just roll with this, okay? Everything just happens. You could even pull back and not try and control something and just watch synchronicities happen. Then you're going to laugh and you're going to say, look at that. With my non-involvement, look at what happened. I didn't even need to do anything and it took care of itself. Try that out. You will like it. I see animals coming out of the woods. I see buffalo and I see deer. I see forest creatures that are assisting. A lot from the woodlands, they're assisting now. I see some rainforest energy as well. So I do see a toucan. So I see many animals from broad spectrums around the world, many different facets of earth creatures that are assisting as well. They're lightening up the load because they know that we're having some trouble. Phenomenal. We can thank these animals, these creatures. They come from all the animal kingdom, the insect kingdom, from the microscopic to the extraordinarily large. You know, in the past, I've said, put on your big boy boxers and your big girl panties. They're saying, pull your pants up. So some of you you even dropped your drawers. You totally gave up. You gave into the fear. You don't have to do that. Who are you? Why did you stop? What happened to you? Did you get sucked into a vortex? Do you even exist? Where are you? What happened to you? You got sucked into this. What narrative do you want to write? Do you know that this is a movie? That your thoughts create your reality? What type of a movie do you want to make? How positive do you want the outcome to be? I suggest you make a happy ending. Pick up your pants. The boxers and panties are inside. Pick them both up. Keep them there. You can. I have no fear. Have you noticed? If you wonder, how could she not be afraid? I came to the realization that everything is divinely ordered. And from there, it's cake. I think we were talking about cake before. They say, with humility, accept your dole. Some of you are very angry. I shouldn't have to go through this. Well, you got leveled, I got to tell you. So if you thought you were at some level or a pedestal, if you thought that you didn't deserve to go through this, then who did you think you were? Who do you think you are? We're all the same. We're all equal. We all deserve the best. We're all experiencing this together as one. It's divinely ordered, remember? More, trust your guidance, trust your instincts. Go with what feels good. If it doesn't feel right, leave the situation, put it behind, or shelve it. Return to it if you aren't sure. You could always revisit something. You don't have to know something immediately. If you need to call upon short stories, parables, sayings, phrases, mantras, affirmations, Bible verses, psalms, scripture, poems, song, lyrics, your own pennings, do it. It's beautiful. I see that as lifting you. It's absolutely fantastic. I send you smarts. I send you the ability to distinguish what is real from what is fake. I send you understanding so you can have compassion for yourself and other. I send you hope so you can see the brightness in a tomorrow. I see love all around you. There is no question. I don't see you as anything but love. Therefore, consider that this is an amazing process of transformation. That despite your leaving home by incarnating into a body and experiencing a physical reality here, you really never left home. That we are all one, we're all as a collective still part of the greater space called creation, and that soon we'll come to remember that in a very deep, heart-knowing way. So with all of those ramblings, Joanie's words, spirit, readings, healing, I hope this video assisted you. Please comment below. Subscribe if you haven't. Press the bell all icon. You'll receive notifications when I put out videos. Like and share if you are so moved. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, please let me know. I'm very excited about the new dawn of a new day. And I share that with you here and always. Take care, y'all. Bye.